appearance and world-class refinement. Right now, get 0.9% financing on the all-new CX-90 at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer. Team Mazda, a member of the Team Automotive Group.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you had plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good Tuesday morning. As Johnny said, we're almost to Friday.
He just jumped right in. You know what? I love him for that. Let's just go ahead and get right to it. We got to get through the days, I guess. But, you know, some of the days you want to skip, some of the moments you might want to pass over. Not this one right here, though. Look at another good sunrise here in South Louisiana. Feels pretty good out there as well. Well, we're going to warm up, but enjoy the moment.
That's it. We're all about taking in these stunning sunrises here, courtesy of our Sky9 camera. Jeff Morrow, responsible for painting this, actually. Got together with Sky9 camera. He put his paintbrush to work. Look at you, Bob Ross.
Yeah, the cloud cover that we're dealing with today going to make for a very beautiful sunrise and sunset. So if you're one of those photography experts, you may want to head on out this evening to enjoy that sunset. It'll be right around 6:30, 6:45 here local time. Now you take a look at what's ahead for us. Yeah, it's a cloudy day today, but no rain. So clouds first, then rain. Rain arriving tomorrow, and we could see some persistent rain at that. Heavy at times, but where we're going to see the heaviest of the rain down along our coastal parishes. And then we get our next cold front, and just in time too, because temperatures are going to be soaring towards 90 degrees by Friday afternoon. But that front arrives on Friday, and it will be delivering a nice weekend. So let's give you the first alert to the next chance of rain. Again, that'll be arriving for tomorrow, and here's the outlook for what we're expecting. You can see a likely chance of rain, and then it is pretty much dry or mainly dry. A slight chance of rain on Friday as we get that front in here, but really all of our rain going to be focused on tomorrow. Here's a look at Futurecast. You see the clouds in place. They're going to stay in place for today, but we've got things dry through the remainder of your Tuesday. Then as we go into Tuesday morning, you start to see the showers starting to spread inland. Here we are paused at 4 a.m. Most of the rain still down along our coastal parishes, but moving inland as we go towards late morning into the early afternoon. And watch how rains just stay with us. So we call this persistent rain. We need some rain. We don't need a lot of rain all at one time, but we need some rain. The problem is the persistent rain we are going to see is going to be very light in nature, so we're not going to accumulate a lot of rainfall. Where we will see some heavy rainfall along our coastal parishes, you can see, and just offshore. That's where the heaviest of the rain, more towards the core of the low, that's going to be delivering us our rain. Now, as we go into Wednesday evening, paused here at 8 o'clock, you can see rain starting to exit the area, and then, yeah, maybe even some cloud cover clear out as we head into your Thursday. So the model that I just showed you, here's the footprint of rainfall, what to expect through the day on Wednesday. You see some green along south of Baton Rouge and along the coast. That's 1+ inch of rainfall. Inland areas, notice this gradient. We get closer to a 1/2 inch near Gonzales, and then around 1/10 of an inch for Baton Rouge, and then less than 1/10 of an inch for New Road. So as you go north and north and north through our viewing area, less and less and less in terms of rain amounts expected. Now let's talk about the cool down that we're going to be experiencing as we head into the weekend. So our storm system that brought us the front and the cool down this past weekend, that's going to slowly start to work its way out. Our next storm system that's going to bring us our next cool down arriving for Friday, but notice the cool air starting to really arrive as we go into the beginning of next week. So there will be a bit of a delay in terms of the coolest of those temperatures, but giving you that first alert designation for Wednesday for rain. Then we get the front in here Friday, Saturday improving weather conditions, Sunday really nice weather conditions, and then here come those cooler morning starts, upper 40s for next Tuesday and next Wednesday. So overall, we are dealing with at least a nice looking 10-day forecast. We just got to get through some rain once for tomorrow. Johnny?
Thank you, Jeff. Good morning, everybody. Looking fine coming in on I-10 from Gonzales. This is I-12 from Denham. There's the Jubin on-ramp, Jubin crossing right over here, so you can start to see your brake lights right when you get on the interstate going toward the range area. And that's 4H Club Road camera facing the Amite River Bridge, and that traffic is very slow into and through East Baton Rouge Parish. You can certainly see it right here. So there's your Jubin on-ramp, paint a couple of the streets in for you, and there's Jubin, there's range, there's the Amite River Bridge, and there's your traffic flow about about 20 minutes right now from Juban to the 10-12, and that's actually not as bad as we have seen it before in the 7 o'clock hour. It may get a little slower before it gets back up to normal. Normal's probably around 10 or 11 minutes from Juban. You see the breakdowns. Juban to right around Millerville, slowest of that 21-minute breakdown. 7:07, we do it for you every single morning, give you an opportunity to catch up on a couple of the more important items we touched on this morning. If you missed 9 News this morning, we do it from Studio B with Liz Coe and Matt Williams, a little abbreviated form of 9 News this morning. Guys, good morning.
Johnny, good morning to you. That's it. We're keeping our eyes on a number of different headlines. So let's start you off here. All eyes across the world have their eyes, of course, on Israel and the conflict happening between the Hamas militant group who launched some attacks over the weekend with that music festival in the Gaza Strip.
All that too.
And now those attacks are intensifying here on this, Tuesday?
Yeah, 1,600 dead, 1,600 lives lost at this point. And that's on both sides of this conflict. I think you and I were talking about it earlier. I think a lot can get lost between what is Israel, what is Palestine, what is Hamas, and we encourage you to do your own kind of group study here, if you will. Understand the realities of what is going on now, the history of the conflict between the folks in this region. But it has led to this right now. And a lot of folks, there's been conflict and there's been issues going back over the last number of decades, last number of years. But a lot of folks saying this may be that tipping point, that seminal moment that really changes the face of that region for the foreseeable future. President Joe Biden set to speak today about what's going on, about what happens next. He's set to speak, noon our time?
That's it. He's going to interrupt with a special report, of course. So 9 News at noon may be interrupted by that special report. Of course, we'll bring you those key takeaways in later newscasts and beyond. Just
a lot going on.
Yes.
All right, let's get you back into South Louisiana. Actually, this is a case that grabbed, multiple cases actually, in fact, that grabbed a lot of attention down here. An arrest made, court proceedings, it's out in Livingston Parish, but now another court proceeding. We got a bond hearing coming up for somebody?
We sure do. So if you take a look at this picture here, this is the former ex-lover of Dennis Perkins. So not his wife, the ex-lover involved in the situation. Her case tried out separately from their initial case here, but after an appeal from the First Circuit Court of Appeals, well, it turns out her attorneys are saying that they would like another trial here. So today we're expecting a bond hearing, anticipating to see what's going to come out of that. We're actually going to have a reporter in court to find out what the judge determines in this specific case. We're going to send that to you through the 9 News app, but we'll also sit in on court and get you that update, hopefully at noon and beyond.
We'll let you know. We know a lot of folks are paying attention to it. Oh, pay attention to this, please. We've been talking about Election Day for, I know it seems like a long time. I know you've seen all the campaign ads out there, but October 14th, that is Election Day. Here's the thing. You got a deadline day today for one of the ways you can still vote.
Absentee voters. If you plan on voting by absentee ballot, well, today is your deadline to request that ballot, 4:30 this afternoon. You can either do it by going online to the Secretary of State's voter portal. You can also do it through your GoVote app or through your local registrar of voters office. Make sure you have that in writing. Once you have that ballot in your possession, you fill it out. Make sure you return that well before the deadline.
That's key.
It's Friday, 4:30 p.m. in order for your vote to count. We'll keep reminding you throughout the week as well. And remember, all important Election Day, final opportunity is this Saturday. Polls are going to open 7 o'clock. They're going to close at 8 o'clock.
There you go. All right, so from that to this, I want to get you over here. This has been a conversation going on for a little while now. Kelly Hubbard was talking about it last week and was again this morning. An economic development district, an EDD, proposed for one location and one development in Baton Rouge. It's got a lot of back and forth right now, not just from folks kind of in that area, but Metro Council members as well.
That's it. Metro Councilwoman Carolyn Coleman, she introduced the measure here at the last council meeting about 2 weeks ago. So she introduced it, but it's not in her district. It's actually in the district of Rowdy Goday. So he is against the proposal. The developer initially came to him. He denied it, and that's when they went to Carolyn Coleman. Well, last night they had a community meeting talking about the Aztec Cove development. It's right there. The proposal is on Highland Road, right by the Country Club of Louisiana. And so people who live around that already developed areas, well, a lot of them are opposed to it. They don't know what the benefit of this is for them, because you're talking about additional traffic, additional drainage woes, and how is that going to impact that area when a specific EDD, that development, is given that money reimbursed for that project?
And that's, I think, where a lot of folks have the problem with. Yes, the traffic, yes, the drainage, that kind of thing, but taxpayer money going back into refund essentially a private development. Council is set to meet tomorrow. They'll have the ultimate say. We'll keep you in the know. Need to rip through a few of these here as we get short on time. A shooting in New Roads claims a life. They need help solving
That's
this.
it. If you have any tips about this murder killed the victim here, now identified as 26-year-old Joshua Porche. They're looking for tips. Go ahead and call Crime Stoppers or the Point Coupee Parish Sheriff's Office if you're in the know.
A bike ride to remember those fallen in our area. Actually, 12 heroes, 9 of them from Louisiana. It is a bike ride that started in Holden. It's going to go through 3 states and end in Orange Beach, Alabama on Friday.
Of course, honoring local first responders who died in the line of duty, including Master Trooper Adam Gobert, Nick Touye among them.
Absolutely.
If you'd like to see the story and where they're following that route, we've got that for you in the 9 News app.
All right, let's go get some dinner and donate to a great cause. Walk-ons, all the ones in the area, giving back to a name folks are going to know.
How about it? From Bruley to Gonzalez, if you dine out today, they're going to donate 10% of its proceeds to Greg Books for his treatments. Remember, you can also make a donation through the Tiger Athletic Foundation.
I've been through so much surgery and now dealing with, again, on the path, but could use some help. I want to let you know about this. The Baton Rouge General YMCA teaming up for Boo the Flu. They've got a number of events. They began yesterday, but they got another location today.
Head on out there to the ExxonMobil YMCA from 8 to 11 today. You can get your flu shot. If you have insurance, they're asking you to bring your card. If you don't, that's okay. You'll still get a flu shot there. All week, you've got opportunities to go get a flu shot today at a number of different YMCA locations across the greater Baton Rouge area.
We'll keep reminding you, speaking of all week, it is, look, man, homecoming is never just a day or a game.
Never.
When you get to college and university, heck, even high school is the time. It is a week-long worth of celebration. They're after it on the Bluff.
SU, make your way to the Bluff. Alumni, students, everyone all involved and called out to the Bluff. You've got a number of events kicked off really just Sunday. And then today you've got the Toga Gym Jam at the University Event Center. You've got the Southern Experience Expo happening at noon today. So keep in mind, some of these events are exclusive to students, but some of them open to everyone in the community.
Toga Gym Jam. Sounds fantastic. You know what sounds fantastic? $1.73 billion. Nobody won the Powerball yesterday, so next drawing is tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a feeling Johnny Asian may be a winner. I don't know. I just have this intuitive feeling.
Certainly is.
A gut feeling that this is your time, Johnny.
Is it ticket time, fellas?
Johnny Asian is a winner without the Powerball ticket.
Is that
That's
right?
also true.
Absolutely. I mean,
Did he just third person himself?
So you're telling us we hit the jackpot every morning?
Every single morning. And so do we with weather with you and some rain coming. Persistent rain is what my yard needs.
It's getting deep in the studio.
That's what everyone's yard, and not going to be a drought killer, though. That's the problem.
That's the problem, All right, back to Studio B.
What? Is that us?
I think so.
Studio B?
We're still trying to figure things out around here, I suppose.
My whole life been trying to figure things out. So I'll tell you what we can do. We'll get with you again in another 10 minutes on the mothership, but WAFB. So we'll see you there in a quick minute. Enjoy your Tuesday.
The winning play is the Buy Here, Sell Here event at the Team Automotive Group. Buy here and save on hundreds of certified and pre-owned vehicles. Or sell here and we'll pay you top value. Buy here or sell here and you'll be the winner at every location of the Team Automotive Group.